Redskins at Giants. Huge win for the Giants coming off of this. Finally, the Giants get some breathing room here, you would think. Although the Redskins did play the Patriots very tough last week. But you would think that the Giants finally get some breathing room after a very, 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 very difficult schedule the past 6 or 7 games. Do you see them coming out with a win here?
This is a big rivalry. This NFC East rivalry between the Giants and the Redskins. It's always going to be close, no matter what the records are for each team, no matter what they've done each season. You just throw them out. This is one of those rivalry games where you have to take that into consideration. I think anything can happen. I like the Giants in this game because I don't know what Washington's going to do on offense, besides Roy Hilo, who's looked absolutely spectacular.
Awesome. He looks awesome.
As a starter. Rex Grossman, you don't know what you're going to get with him because he'll give you the good game, 2 touchdowns and 300 yards, but he'll also give you the 4 picks and probably 5 of 15 passing. So you don't know what Rex Grossman you're going to get, and he did very well against New England, but I just don't see him going to the Meadowlands, which is a lot tougher environment for quarterbacks than we think as average fans. But they won 28-14. Week 1 against the Giants. I see these teams splitting, as most of these rivals do. I usually see the home teams winning these games. I like the Giants winning this game, coming off a big momentum win against Dallas, playing very well against the Packers. I don't see Washington stopping this offense at all. Basically, Eli Manning and the Giants are the only ones that can stop themselves on offense. Defense, as long as they pressure Rex Grossman, they should be fine. I like the Giants to win this one by 2 touchdowns.
I think the Giants are making their case as a top 5 NFL team, and I thought about them when I was going through my power rankings, which I don't even think I got to now that I think about it.
I put them at number 7. I think I have San Francisco at 6. The Giants, I've had them on that cusp for a while. I have them as a better team than Atlanta because the Giants can win on the road, and I don't think Atlanta can. So I think for that reason, Eli Manning is still a pretty good road quarterback. I argue he's one of the best in the league. And they still have got one of the best pass rushes in the whole game, bar none. And I think that's what makes the Giants such a great team across the board, whether they're at home or on the road. They can still do damage in the postseason should they get there.
What I do think, and what I was sort of getting at, is that the Giants do need consideration to be a top 5 team. I think that them and the Falcons are just sort of sitting on the outside looking in, they're almost there, right? And maybe the Texans, we'll get to them later, assessing how good they actually are, with TJ Yates. But the thing is, I know the book on the Giants is their pass rush. Their pass rush is inconsistent this year. They were good last week. Jason Pierre-Paul was sick. I'm glad that he played so well in a primetime game because now people understand how amazing he is, and he's going to be feared even more because of the media coverage that just came to him. I mean, he was doing everything in that game. He was, I think that Chris Collinsworth said it best when he said it's like an octopus flying at you,
He's that athletic.
Yeah, and he's got, just huge wingspan. And, he blocked that punt. I mean, he was doing everything, right? The thing is, that's inconsistent, but let's say it's not. Let's say that that's a given. There's still no excuse for the blown coverages in the secondary. I mean, that defense is not looking good overall. They're giving up 35 points to the Cowboys in a division game. That kind of defense is not going to be able to give you a Super Bowl run. So it's kind of hard to put them in the top 5. I mean, Eli's playing amazing. The receivers are playing well. Nix was out of his mind this past weekend, too. Cruz is playing well. Manningham did not have his best game this past weekend, but we know that he's a quality receiver, and Eli is a top 5 quarterback. We have to say Eli's a top 5 quarterback now.
I'd say so, yes. I said that all along. He's the most consistent quarterback in the league, not named Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, or Peyton Manning.
And now he's got the numbers to back it up because they're just this. It kind of reminds me of the Pittsburgh Steelers because the Pittsburgh Steelers were always a ground and pound defense team, just like the Giants were, and now they're all passing offense. The Giants are now an all passing offense for the most part. They were splitting carries this past weekend because basically Coughlin suspended Bradshaw for a whole half, for the first half. And then, but Jacobs has actually been playing quite well. But at any rate, what I'm trying to get at is it's a passing-oriented offense now, and it hasn't been that in the past. That's not how they've found success recently. Eli threw for 400 yards on Sunday, and, we're going to see more of that. And that's kind of what they are. But can the Giants win games by just outscoring teams? I don't know about that, which is why I have my doubts about their ability to actually make a run at this thing this year.
That secondary is going to kill them once they get to the postseason. I don't see how you can have Corey Webster, a rookie, and a bunch of backups really stop big-time passing offenses. That's going to kill them the most. And they're going to have to go on the road, which is something they've won before. But when you have to go either to San Francisco or to New Orleans again, it's going to be very difficult. So I just don't see how that – they're going to be a tough team to face in the postseason. However, I just don't see how that's going to get them in the Super Bowl. And it's such a poor secondary.
And you're taking the Giants in this one?
I am taking the Giants. I think the home team will be 2-0 in this rivalry this season. The Redskins won 28-14 week 1. That's the score I predict for this week.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Giants too, although I see this game being really tight, and I think Eli's going to have to come up with another fourth quarter comeback. That is my prediction. The Redskins are not playing consistently horribly this year. I mean, they played the Patriots real rough last week, and we have to give credit to Helu. I mean, he's fantastic. He's fantastic. He looks great out there. So we'll see. My prediction is Giants win real close. Eli, another fourth quarter comeback.